We walk past monsters every single day without ever knowing their faces. These are the stories they tried to bury.
I need to provide some quick context first. I live in a housing complex where my unit is conjoined. Essentially the same building split right down the middle. Because of this, our backyards are side by side and the garden beds sit about 2 feet higher than the actual ground level. I'm a 22-year-old female, and I live here with 2 roommates and my dog. I am absolutely certain someone is watching me from those elevated garden bushes at night, both when I'm out in the yard and when I'm inside the house. I can occasionally hear them shifting around, and I've even caught them moving. This horror started about 6 months ago, and lately they seem to be growing bolder.
The very first incident I vividly recall happened when I took my dog out late at night to do his business. I was sitting on my backyard hanging chair near the garden, distracted by TikTok on my phone. Suddenly, I could have sworn I heard a human cough. I immediately paused the video, looked around, and strained my ears in the darkness. Nothing. But just as I was about to hit play again, I heard a sharp, distinct crunch, like someone stepping heavily on dry leaves or twigs. A sickening wave of dread filled my stomach, and I immediately bolted back inside with my dog. The update parts. There are eyes hidden in the dark.
Since that night, minor incidents like this have been happening pretty consistently. However, a few nights ago, something entirely new and bizarre occurred. I was getting that familiar, creepy sensation, so I decided to head indoors. But right as I slammed my back door shut, I spotted a tiny, sharp white light peeking out from deep inside the bushes. This instantly alarmed me. The street lights behind my unit always glow a dull orange, and we don't own any garden lights. I saw that little white glimmer twice in a row, and then it vanished. Could it have been a camera lens? Just recently, I finally saw the person with my own eyes for the first time. They tried to shift positions when they thought I wasn't paying attention, accidentally stepping into the soft ambient light of the yard. I know you're lurking out there right now, watching me as I type these exact words from the safety of my living room. I know, because I just caught you moving again. You are creeping closer. So, to whoever is hiding in my garden, please just go away. I know, because I just caught you moving again. You are creeping closer. So, to whoever is hiding in my garden, please just go away.
In March 2025, I was delivering a catering order to a doctor's office. At the entrance, a rough-looking older man held the door for me. I said thank you and walked toward the reception desk. Suddenly, the man lunged at my hands, trying to rip the food bags away while repeating, "I hope they tipped you good." My company policy strictly forbids anyone else touching the food. I asked the 3 female receptionists where to set things up, and they simply pointed to a double door marked "Authorized Personnel Only." None of the staff escorted me. The stranger kept yanking at my bags, fiercely insisting on helping. Since the staff didn't object, I assumed he actually worked there. We reached the back room. As I unpacked, the man aggressively pulled items out of the bags too. When finished, I overheard him ask the staff woman a question. Her cold response was, "No, but thank you, sir." That single sentence shattered my illusion. He didn't work there, and his dirty grayish sweatsuit proved he wasn't my coworker either. Terrified, I turned and walked toward the exit, hoping to outpace him through the long, narrow hallway. Despite his noticeable limp, he somehow cut ahead of me anyway. The moment I tried to bypass him, he began walking in an aggressive zigzag pattern, completely blocking the corridor. At the end of the hall, he stopped, stared directly at me, and pressed his body uncomfortably close as I pushed the doors open. I finally broke into the lobby and bolted for the parking lot. But he followed me outside, blocking my path again. "Did they tip you good?" he demanded. When I tried to move, he snapped, "Can I have $3 for the bus? I help you carry that heavy stuff." Assuming he was just a homeless man, I told him I didn't carry cash, but offered to check my car. He glared at me, deeply insulted. "Oh no, I am 69 years old and I do not do that." He twisted my innocent offer into some sick proposition for a sexual favor. I firmly repeated I was only looking for physical cash, but he kept tracking me to my vehicle. Trapped, I grabbed a $5 bill from my passenger side, shoved it into his hand, and dove inside. But he blocked my door, throwing predatory questions. "Why aren't you in school? How old are you?" Sensing extreme danger, I lied and said I was 26. Instead of backing off, his behavior escalated. He began wildly waving his arms in the air, making erratic gestures and laughing like a psychopath. Using the distraction, I scrambled into the driver's seat, locked the doors, and threw the car into reverse. Looking at my backup camera, my blood ran cold. He was standing directly behind my car, holding his phone up, taking pictures of my license plate. Because of my uniform, this predator now had my name, my job, and my plate. Thankfully, he didn't follow me. When I told my family, my mom realized a friend had faced the exact same creep. A quick search on Facebook confirmed his identity. A few days later, I filed a police report. The officer's response was chilling. Turns out he isn't homeless at all. He has a house and a full-time job. He has been doing this exact same thing for over 20 years, targeting and terrorizing solo women to scare them into giving him money. People report him constantly, but nothing ever happens to him.
The story is over, but the night is still young. Look around you. Are you truly alone right now? Sleep tight, if you can.